I'm here with Dr. Rob Viethe, who was here at Western in 1968 through 1970. We're really glad to have him here. He's an orthopedic surgeon at Valley Medical Center down in Renton, Washington. Rob, thank you so very much.
Thank you, Chris. It's wonderful to be back at this beautiful campus.
Man, it's good. It's really nice to have you here.
So beautiful.
It's a good place to be.
It really is.
So you were here 68 to 70. I understand that you were a part of actually one of Western's more famous pieces in history, which was the time that students protested the Vietnam War and marched from campus to I-5 and closed down I-5. What was that like?
Well, that was one part of an era, and you know, the Vietnam War was a very important part in that time period, and every college student was very much impacted. A, nobody was in favor of that war, and B, we were all at risk of being drafted.
Sure.
And that was also the year between 68 69 was the year that the draft, the lottery system was implemented, and we were all awaiting to see what our draft number was going to be, and it was a tough time. And actually, as we move forward into the future, it actually had an impact on some of the humanitarian work that I've done as my later years have come by.
Sure. Why did you choose Western? I mean,
I can't say there's a lot of thought in it. I'm one of 8 children, but raised by my mom, and I had 2 older brothers, and they had both come here, and so I guess it was just kind of automatic. That's where I'd be going.
Sure.
And so that's where I came, and I got a little scholarship from a women's organization in Bellevue, Washington. I went to Newport High School, and so I came here, but things started to change right away for me as I left from high school to college. My brain kind of changed, and it was kind of an okay student became a very good student, and again, I think nurturing is a good word that I would use for Western. I was nurtured then, and the students are being nurtured now, and it helped me develop a brain that was able to really excel.
Now you're a doctor in Renton, but you travel the world doing a lot of really amazing work. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
When I was an orthopedic resident, I met Dr. Ernest Burgess is a famous orthopedic surgeon in Seattle, and he was the father of modern-day amputation surgery from his work in World War II. Wow. And that's where I learned how to do my amputation surgery. And in 1989, he had started a program in Hanoi, Vietnam. And I'd learned of this opportunity to go there and help. My kids were in college, and I was very free at that time, and so I ended up going to Hanoi and doing some work there, and I had been intending to go do some climbing in the Himalayas, but I went to Hanoi, and I tell you, I got so enthralled by that, and so it was just the most amazing thing I've ever done in my life, and to be able to help some young people get some surgery and some the appreciative families, and I've been back to Vietnam now 16 times.
Wow.
And Dr. Burgess has started this organization that works in other areas in the world, like Bangladesh and Sierra Leone, and then I went to Haiti in the earthquake time. And so it's been able to keep me busy.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So you've been to a lot of different places. Any particular memories, stories, anything that's really impacted you in particular? Well,
when I go back someday when I'm not doing surgery, I'm going to go through all my slides and pictures, and there's always individual patients that just really that have meant so much to me. And I was giving a talk an hour or two ago and showed a picture of this little girl with club feet, and
wow.
And I'd fixed her foot and came back a year later hoping it was going to be okay, and it was just beautiful. And when I was going overseas, I kept wondering, why are all these club feet? Why are all these neglected club feet here? And we were doing surgery on club feet, and club foot is a condition that occurs 1 per 1,000 everywhere in the world, and it's very treatable with casting technique. So if you can get to a baby or a child in the first year or so, you can correct this foot very nicely, very inexpensively, very painlessly, and so that became our mission, was to at least in Vietnam see if we can change how this is done, and in fact we have changed.
Dr. Rob Viethe, orthopedic surgeon at Valley Medical Center. Thank you again.
Thank you,
yeah.
Chris.
Oysters are awesome natural filters that clean the water that surround us, and they're tasty too. However, over 100 years ago, our native Olympia oysters were harvested to extinction in Puget Sound. Now, one man is leading efforts to repopulate Olympia oysters starting in Fidalgo Bay.
On the Pacific coast, there's one type of native oyster, and